My sisters and brothers, how often when we were in the throes of the pandemic saw extraordinary examples of people going to great lengths to keep connected to each other. We heard the phrase, alone together. That became the mantra, because even when we were cut off, we could be together. But we also know that the impact of the pandemic lingers, and many people have not been able to experience a sense of closeness and communion they once did. Even the United States Surgeon General in April warned that the lasting impact of loneliness and isolation is having an adverse effect on our health. Naturally, this has not happened overnight. The pandemic really, in many ways, accelerated our sense of individuality and lack of community. And it even impacts faith and spirituality. The surge of religious materials of all faiths that emphasize communion with God, but make no mention of communion with each other as human beings, is problematic. We can relate to today's Gospels because we have all felt the experience of being out there in the dark, on the boat, in that storm, and wondering, where are you, Lord? Save me. But Matthew is intentional in his emphasis on the fact that this scene is about the church, not just about individuals. Whenever Peter's role is heightened in a gospel scene, we are reminded that, like Peter, we as a church want to be with Jesus at every step, that our faith and coming together to celebrate the Eucharist is a living sign. Yes, Lord, you are truly the Son of God. Jesus is with the church. He's in communion with us in our imperfections. He's with us in that boat, reminding us over and over again that he was not only present to the disciples in that boat on the lake, but he's present to the church, saying to us, take courage. It is I. Do not be afraid. Brothers and sisters, let us pray that we will always remain in that boat with Jesus, watching him lead us, guide us through the storms of life, and then as a community we can say together, Lord, let us see your kindness and grant us your salvation.